all of our local, our regional, and our international viewers throughout the world, wherever you may be. Thank you kindly for choosing us here on Synergy TV. My dear friends, a very warm welcome to another edition of the program, Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and you know what? Answer those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Budu Singh Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, but more importantly, absorb the relevant and important information we are about to share with you. I humbly remind you, get your pen and paper out. You know it's important, it's essential, so you could take notes, and of course get those important contact numbers so that you could never be the same, all right? And you can share it with your loved ones as well. I also want to remind you, we are on Facebook and Instagram, Conversations with Zelisa T&T. Like and share with your loved ones here in Sweet T&T and throughout the world. Directing this morning, Alex Williams in Master Control. We'd like to wish each and every one of you a fantastic day today. Happy Friday to you, my friends. It's the eve of a holiday. Yes, tomorrow is a holiday. And you know what's happening as well in terms of lockdown. So today, let's focus on today and what's happening today and the essence and beauty and blessings of today. It's Friday, the 18th of June, 2021. It is a day and time we'll never have the opportunity to have again. So don't waste your time, don't procrastinate, set a goal and work towards it, because you'll never be the same after that. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. That's someone special. We all know the star boy himself, Stephen Reese, Synergy's TV very own, the star of Breaking Dawn. Stephen Reese is celebrating his birthday today. Bro, happy birthday to you. May God continue to bless you richly as you continue to grow from strength to strength. I just want to let you know that you do a marvelous job. We're all really very proud of you. And, you know, you're really a wonderful, kind, courteous, giving person. And I want you to know, Stefan, as well, that long before I came on Synergy, I have been a fan of yours. I've always admired your style, your content, the way you do things, your delivery. You're simply an awesome person. So may God continue to bless you richly. And may all your dreams and desires come true. Happy birthday coming from all of us here at Conversations with Zelisa, and by extension, the management and staff of Synergy TV, thanking you for the phenomenal work that you continue to do. This morning on our program, all the way in Europe, Bulgaria, in conversation with a gentleman that I do respect, admire. He's a walking institution. People have been calling me about how motivating he is, and you know, really a wonderful person. He himself has strength in every way, a warrior. And it's all about the one ecosystem. Before I introduce him, let me say, remember to take Sarah's number down, because you're going to want to call this number for details, one-on-one information to answer all those unanswered questions. And you know what? You know, today could be the beginning of something new and wonderful in your life, simply by making the choice to do something, not just for yourself, but for the future generations. Call Sarah 744-5503, 744-5503. He's all the way in Europe, Bulgaria, making a sacrifice for all of us. And that, of course, is FinTech consultant, Captain King James. Sir, good morning to you and welcome.
Hey, pleasant good afternoon.
It's afternoon, that's right.
To all persons across the world, across the globe, and to yourself, my dear. How are thou?
I am good, taking it one day at a time and trying to live in the moment and deal with everything that we've got going on, but still maintain positivity. That's what we've got to do.
Crucial to success. It's the only way to move forward. You imagine just negativity and living in negativity, you're not living. You're barely existing. You understand?
Correct.
So I endorse all that you're saying. Today we have a very important topic, I believe, that I want to cover in regards to the one ecosystem.
And it's a powerful topic. When I saw the topic, I said, wow. Because what it talks to is about making the right decision and getting results. And it says, end results are never at the beginning. And I just love that, because it's the truth. It's fact.
And it's amazing that that is the topic. And just today my wife sent me a quote, and I actually put it up on my status. Mm-hmm. My wife messaged me this morning, and it said, Noah looked like a fool until it started raining. keep building.
I
And I started to
love
laugh immediately because, people look at your status on WhatsApp and so forth. And one of my friends looked at it and he messaged me and he said, hold on, let me go. I wonder if I can remember this message verbatim. He said, nice. He said, but for 120 years preaching, I and all might not have, I and all might have thought that Noah was a fool. So I said to him immediately, I said, yeah, what was 120 years ago, how people used to live and so forth? I said, it may be equatable to 20 years now. And what I'm speaking about is the realization of the one ecosystem and the world of crypto and blockchain technology. They have many people that may be looking at myself and other persons that are sticking and have the fortitude or the stick-to-itiveness, whichever word you want to utilize, to push through and stay with this project, stay with this cause and fight. We have been fighting the last 6-7 years in this company, and we refuse to give up because it's only getting bigger and better, to be honest. It has its challenges in between, but I know we're going to a successful destination. And it might take 20 years. So what? What I can tell you is Noah family died. So if you might not wait the 120 years, that means your lineage would have just cut short. You will be dead. What will your lineage say? That is the question. What will your lineage, what will be your history, what will be your mark on the world when there's an opportunity here for you? And that's how I equate it. So when I saw that quote from my wife, and then I know what today's topic was going to be about, too many human beings, they love a finished product, They love when things are fancy, when things are all done. But when it comes to the construction site, they don't want to see that.
Yeah.
They don't want to walk past the mud. They don't want to put on the boots. They don't want to go through the grass. They don't want none of that experience. They want to walk into the Hyatt. But before the Hyatt was the Hyatt, or the Hilton was the Hilton, or whatever finished product that you go and you may relax in, there was a start of this product.
Correct.
Because that business, that organization, that something did not exist.
Yeah.
And so true it is about our lives. None of us should jump up and be a person that's screaming from the top of our lungs, I'm a finished product. We should all still be pursuing growth. And if you're pursuing growth, and if you're desiring more, you're going to naturally have more. You're going to be a person that's going to be doing more. You're a person that's going to exude. You're going to give off. You're going to have that energy that is going to be attractive to others because people can see you as a mover and a shaker and a go-getter.
That's
and
right.
Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that.
You talk about seeing you, how people perceive and how people see you, and how people see you, it's how they're going to treat you as well.
I'm losing
Right?
you.
I was saying that you talk about how people see you and how people perceive you, but that's how people treat you as well. If you are a successful person and you lead the life of a successful person, people are going to give you that respect and treat you the way you deserve to be treated.
That's the truth. That's the truth. But it's amazing though. I mean, sometimes it's like a flip of a coin. I watch sometimes, like when you travel, and if you travel business class versus traveling economy, it's a day and night experience. There are
Correct.
people who will tell you, it's the same plane, we'll arrive at the same time. Oh my goodness, my friend. I tell you, it's a different ride. We may
Correct.
experience the same turbulence. We may experience the same turbulence, but it's a totally different ride and experience and treatment.
That's the magic word that you just said there, and that speaks volumes because it's the truth. And it's only when you experience it you understand the difference. Now, I'm sure there were times when you did travel economy. There were times when you were struggling. But then when you decide, when you've worked and you've achieved and you deserve to try to travel business or first class, I tell you, it's a whole different experience. The same plane, but like you say, the treatment, the respect, the difference with the meals, the service is completely different. You're correct there.
Absolutely is it different? And I only bring it up because, of course, I would have experienced economy numerous of times, many of times. Matter of fact, I had experience once, and this is something that Trinidad and Tobago, and that's why sometimes it's really good to experience and adopt and go different places and so forth. I had a chance to travel to Santo Domingo. When you get to Santo Domingo, there's a couple of guys, or there's a guy standing there with a sign, and you have the opportunity to pay for a VIP express service in the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you pay that young man, I think it cost me, was $100 US or something thereabout.
Yeah.
You give the young man your money, he takes you, your passport to the lounge. He goes and gets your suitcase for you, he takes you by a custom officer that's just dedicated outside the lounge just to stamp the VIP persons that's coming there. And from there, they ordering you the taxi to go wherever you want to go, or wherever. They just listen. The process, there's no line, there's no this, there's no that. That was an experience.
Stress-free.
So that people would see you, very much so. But people would see you going through that or paying for that experience and say, look at him, or look at her, look at this behavior now. Why they have to do this? No. You have to ask yourself, what has that young person, that old person, that individual, whoever they may be, what have they done to accomplish what they're doing now?
Beautiful.
Can you imagine their story on the back end?
Well
Because
said.
most people don't think about the story on the back end.
Right.
Every one of us have a story.
Correct.
And every success path has a story. And the story at the majority of the times is not a pretty one. So if you, right now, under the sound of my voice, is living a story that's not pretty, friends, it can become roses, it can become a very pretty picture. But you have to put in the work. And if it's
Love
work
that.
you're not willing to do, it's a work that you need to look into.
Love
Because
that.
you need to do work that's different from what you have been doing. You cannot continue doing the same things at different year, expecting different results, but the same behavior every single year, and saying,
Correct.
this year I'm going to make this resolution, but you continue
To do
along
nothing
the
about
path that do not create change. And I'm saying to you, with the One Ecosystem, it's brand new. The development, the change, the concept, what we're discussing, what we're having, it's exciting.
Great.
I'm not asking, I'm telling you, it's exciting.
So, King James, we are going to take a short break, and that same excitement and that information with the new, improved, and great things that are happening, because you're there one-on-one in Bulgaria at the head office, and so you can give us some insight into that when we return. We're going to take a short break. We will return right after these important messages. I want to remind you to call Sarah now. Today, it's all about the One Ecosystem, and Captain King James, he's in Europe, in Bulgaria, of course, giving us some insight as to the new developments, and of course, talking to you about positivity, about making that change, about making things happen. But you have to ignite that flame in order to make things happen and get results. So call Sarah at 744-5503. 744-5503. She's waiting to take your call. You can send a WhatsApp as well, and she will assign you to someone who could answer all of those questions and concerns and find out more about the One Ecosystem. And I also want to remind you, coming up at 11, I'm going to be in conversation with Mr. Robin Kisoon. He's a life coach, and he's going to be talking to us about anxiety. So that's ahead. Stay with us. Let's go to these important messages. We'll return right after these.
Show your dad love and appreciation with a Father's Day combo he's sure to love. This Father's Day combo is ideal for all dads, all ages. Just call 477-1471. We deliver.
Relaxing therapeutic day spa, massage, heal and restore. Therapeutic treatments by Nandi, trained certified occupational massage therapist. For lymphatic drainage, cupping therapy, back vacuum therapy, legs and hips vacuum therapy, vacuum cupping therapy. You can also get diagnostic analysis of the body and know your health status. Call now for an appointment. 320-7256, 323-2060.
get effective solutions for all problems. If you are having relationship problems, trying to get your ex back, or problems with health, family or financial issues, then astrology solutions from Pandit Shri Krishna will be most effective. Remove negative energy from your life and bring back happiness in your life with astrology.
Eden Heights Clinic. Live blood analysis with instant results. Colon hydrotherapy, ozone therapy, prolozone therapy, complete detox, weight loss, oxygen baths, diet and nutritional programs, supplements and health foods, treatment for all lifestyle diseases, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, men and women issues and much more at Eden Heights Clinic, 13 Montague Avenue, Trincity, 763-5292, 640-8985. Visit Agri Savers Limited, number 19 Orange Grove Trace, St. Augustine, for all your agriculture, livestock, pet, agri-equipment, hydroponics, cannabis, fishing tackle supplies, and much more. Open Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Contact 473-6074, 663-1094. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. You're probably wondering what these two are about. Well, reason for concern? I'll tell you. It's about giveaways later on today, all in the essence of Father's Day that we'll be celebrating this coming Sunday, all right? So, my friends, in conversation this morning with Captain King James, he's a fintech consultant. He is in Europe, in Bulgaria. Lots of things that are happening. There's a great event that's coming up as well. He'll give us some insight into that. And it's all about the One ecosystem. And if you want to know more about the One ecosystem and be part of something that is simply dynamic, that will change your life, that will make a way for a better future, to live a better standard of life, then call 744-5503. Sarah is waiting on your call or your WhatsApp messages, and she'll be more than happy to discuss in detail. 744-5503. Let's say welcome back to Captain King James, all the way in Europe, in Bulgaria. Nice to have you with us again, sir. Now, just before the break, Mr. James, you know, you pumped us up there with excitement. Because we're waiting to hear about all of the exciting things, the new things, the development as the One ecosystem continues to grow and expand from strength to strength. So let's go straight to that.
I'm happy that we had the break so I could calm myself, because I don't need anything out of the bag, if you understand what I'm saying.
Great.
Nothing that is unnecessarily need to be said.
Okay.
But this much I can say. I sit in the office now and we had a lot of conversation, primarily around the diamond trip that is upon us, because the diamond trip starts at the 9th, so it's from the 9th to the 16th.
Mm-hmm.
And that diamond trip is going to be pretty much tours and different things of Bulgaria, from the Mountain of Roses, because they have a mountain here that's just a rose valley, as they refer to it. And they have some other beautiful sites. So they're speaking about this type of camaraderie and team building activities and things that we're going to do during the diamond trip. And of course, we discussed the event and what's going to be rolled out.
Right.
Now, what I want to imply, or what I want to talk to some of the international viewers, the ones that's living in Europe, don't miss your event. Do not miss your event.
Right.
I believe a pivotal point has been reached in the industry of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology.
Right.
And I think now is the time for us to turn that corner more than ever before. And I suggest strongly that we make it happen. Make it happen. Do what you must, do what you have to. Find yourself at this One ecosystem event where we rebrand, retool, refresh, renew the vision, and we push forward to the higher calling that's upon us.
Now, Now, King James, there are people throughout the world, and I want to talk a little bit about this, because the one ecosystem is alive, very much alive and growing and kicking in other parts of the world, as far as China and the Philippines and India and Africa, Nigeria, different parts of the world, South America. It's very much alive and great things are happening, I'm told. And then of course Europe, it's really very big in Europe as well. And the reason I know this is because, of course, all of the newsletters and the feedback that we get, and apart from that, the response that I get from this show of people viewing throughout the world, that would send messages and things like that, who are very much involved in the one ecosystem. So in terms of, we're looking at, you gave dates, which would be the 9th to the 16th of July, and that time is coming fast and furious. It's upon us. So people then, to all those, you still have, a couple weeks to get yourself there for this phenomenal event.
Absolutely. Wherever you are traveling, restrictions in Bulgaria is not as tight as you may think.
Right.
It's also, in our newsletter, a release about what countries are actually banned from traveling to Bulgaria.
Right.
They are following procedures to be very safe regarding the COVID.
Right.
Bringing your PCR is mandatory, and all these other facilities. So it is really, really, really a huge opportunity here in Bulgaria for persons to come and participate and be a part of this event. The opportunity, if you're international, for you to travel here is really, really simple.
Yeah, but I mean, you've made it from Trinidad and Tobago, from the West Indies, and you did that, without any hiccups or without any problems. So, I mean, that in itself.
Correct. I mean, you say that and I start to laugh to myself, because I remember, was it a week or 2 weeks ago, the Prime Minister discussing opening the borders, but here it is, we talking about Father's Day weekend, and everything is going on a tighter leash of shutdown. Some things I just don't understand, but then again, according to a wise man, don't sign up for those classes. Some classes you just don't need to sign up for, so I guess that's one of them.
Yeah,
I mean, not get just distracted.
Yeah. Well, it's very unfortunate. I mean, you are there and you have the freedom of life and to move, and you were telling me the weather is so nice, and people are up and about as usual, and life is normal, not just there in Europe, but other parts of the world. And here we are over the weekend. I mean, tomorrow is it's Labor Day, it's a holiday, but then on Sunday is Father's Day, and we've got to be inside by 10 a.m. So
incredible. I was just having a conversation with one of the staff members here, and I looked out the window, because I think it was like maybe 6 or 7 o'clock, we were still in the office. I looked out the window, I said, listen, Bulgarians are some happy people,
Yeah.
I said, look at this. I said, all hour of the night, I say, if I go outside, like when I came from the airport and I end up going out and get something to eat late in the night,
Yeah.
all 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, people in the streets. I mean, it's just people, there's 24-hour restaurants open, people everywhere.
Freedom.
I said, this is yeah, he said, no, it's not always like that. He said, this is what happened in Sofia. It's a student capital. So many students is around. That's why you see so many people hanging out these hours, because they don't have to work the next day. I said,
Right.
but I was wondering, do these people really work?
Yeah.
But I'm saying all that to say that the experience here, I mean, it feels good, and it's close to, it's not like it's 100% guarantee, but it's close to natural. I mean, they have places like if you go into certain stores, certain malls, kind of going without the face mask.
Right.
I mean, not face mask, face shield.
Mm-hmm.
The same difference. So you'll have those places that's being very cautious.
Good.
So it's not like it's just pandemonium here. But when you
Oh.
check the international statistics of the daily cases, you seeing something in less than a double digits. You're seeing like 40-something, 20-something. And that's cool. For
Yeah.
a population of millions. you understand?
As compared to what we were experiencing recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sadly.
So it's about end
let's go
results are never at the beginning. When we talk about end results, we are talking about ensuring that we take the right step at the beginning to ignite the flame and get started, enjoying the journey. And sometimes the journey may not be a smooth one, you'll have hiccups, but it's what you do, the choices that you make, the work that you put in during the journey that will give you the end result.
Indeed, indeed. And I like to say that the end result could also come from thinking. It could come from, you don't have to be the smartest individual or the brightest light bulb in the room or the sharpest knife, like I like to say. I'm not the dullest bulb, I'm not the dullest knife. But at the end of the day, sometimes it just takes you just thinking and seeing the situation clearly for what it is and planning as well. So you can think, you can plan, and you can see the end results that you would like for yourself, for your life, or whatever project you may be in. And if you decide, hey, let me do some strategic thinking, sit down and ponder on how you can get the results. And in most cases, realize that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. So many times, too many of us want to reinvent the wheel. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary because 99.9% of the situations we have faced, there's some sort of book, some sort of video, some sort of information that can assist us to make things simpler for us in moving forward. I like to tell people that the personal development bookshelf, if there was only one way to do things, it wouldn't have thousands of different books for personal development. You understand? On growth, on ambition, on success. It would not have one book for that.
Correct.
It has thousands of books because there's different ways that you could experience and then share with someone. So more than likely, somebody would have had some experiences that you're having now. My thing to you is, look, I'm going to see what others are doing. And I know that we are doing what is necessary for you to be able to trust our process and trust our progress.
Yeah.
And more importantly, trust our organization that you can join and find yourself building a career with this company. Building something that's going to be sustainable, long-lasting, that has a future. This is what we desire. I tell people that we are a network marketing company as well. That's one of our dynamic features. And becoming or being a network marketing company, people need to think about what is network marketing. It is a chance for you to make income part-time. So that means you continue working your full-time job. You don't come into this business and you quit your job the next day and say, hey, I'm going to... No. You do what you're doing on a full-time basis.
Correct.
And this is just an addition to your life. Because it's an addition to your life, it means that it is your personal business. You don't have to have nobody on top of your back that's going to force you to do any work. You may have a mentor that is going to guide you in the right direction, but you still have to take the onus to decide, I'm going to go in this direction.
Correct.
Because nobody's going to force you in this direction.
You're correct.
And if you decide, it's correct. And if you decide, I am going to grow in this business, I am going to learn this industry, and I'm going to push this concept, you're going to make extra income that can go to some passive income that can become full-time income. It may not happen in a month. It may not happen in a year. It may not happen in 2. But you stay with the plan. It will happen.
Well, I'll tell you,
happens to
there's
us.
evidence of it when I always think of Shobha, the young, beautiful, hard-working lady who's a gardener, and she is the owner of a piece of land because of the One Ecosystem. So if you want to be like Shobha and many others that I could talk about that we've had on the program, and you want to excel and you want to grow and you want to be able to live a different lifestyle, not just for you but for your children and of course the generation to come, then all you've got to do is call Sarah at 744-5503, 744-5503. Make that call. Ask the questions you need to ask. More importantly, ignite that flame and come on board and you'll never be the same. Stay with us. We'll return right after these important messages as we continue to inform, educate, and empower. Stay with us.
Show your dad love and appreciation with a Father's Day combo he's sure to love. This Father's Day combo is ideal for all dads, all ages. Just call 477-1471. We deliver.
Find the pathways that are predestined for you with Master Eric. See the world through a different lens and discover the immense potential within yourself. The time to take charge of your own destiny is now. Are you ready to begin your journey to spiritual freedom? Contact us at 354-4459.
Family problems. A family should be kept close without any problems. But if there are any, then get astrology help from Pandit Shri Krishna.
Matthews Landscaping and Painting Services. Call or WhatsApp 365-59404. Lawn maintenance, landscaping designs, pressure washing, land cleanup, plant pruning, tree cutting and painting services. Matthews Landscaping and Painting Services, 365-5940.
This is Full 100, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then get Full 100. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zalisa, and of course, you know, this is the program where we continue to really help you to be the best that you can be. It's all about the one ecosystem right now, and you know, I want to share Sarah's number again, 7445503. Write it down, but don't just write it down and think. I want you to write it down, make that call, and get started. Get those answers that you would like, you know, those questions that you may have. Get the one-on-one, because she will assign someone to speak with you, to have that, you know, that interaction with you, to make sure that you understand exactly what this is all about and why you should be part of it. You know, I always take advantage. There's a conversation going on while our ads are playing, and so of course I was probing King James about the dishes and the food, and I said to him, boy, you in heaven right now with all those nice fruits and vegetables and all the nice things that you're getting there, you know. So we had a nice little conversation about food. But of course, you know, it's all about today. The end results are never at the beginning. At the beginning, things are the way they are. But in order to have a start, you have to be able to, first of all, turn the page and start a new chapter with a different and positive attitude. You have got to take the step to make that change at the beginning in order to get good results. You know, you don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be, 10 years down the road saying, when this whole thing is like blossoming, oh boy, you know, if only I did. Be the one to say, I did, I'm happy, and look at what I've laid for my children. On the phone, all the way in Europe, Bulgaria, there in Sofia, we've got with us Captain King James, FinTech Consultant, and of course there for the grand event that's happening on the 9th to the 16th. But it's also the center, it's the hub in terms of where the main office located. And of course he's also having lots of meetings and doing things to improve and to grow. And just before our break, you know, he touched a little bit about the things that are happening on the Deal Shaker here in Trinidad and Tobago. And I just want to mention that a I know you're very consumed there, King James, with your meetings and things like that and the time difference. But there's so much that's happening on the Deal Shaker now that I'm seeing so many different products and so many different things that are there. And I'm sure all those people who got on and who are on board are very grateful that that is, because it's an avenue, because with the shutdown and with all the businesses closed, it's difficult to get things. And it's easy, it's very easy once you have your coins to get on the platform and have easy access to do things, to purchase.
Correct is right. Correct is right. I want to go back to the topic because a story came to mind as we was conversating. Different thoughts came to mind actually. And we talking about the end results, right? And I was thinking about the lost weight journey and the journey of losing weight. And that is a whole next topic and experience for itself, that journey of health, that journey of losing weight. But before I go into that or touch on that, maybe not, I think of a story that I heard once upon a time about an Italian. You know, there's always some story about Italians and how smart or smart men they like to be, depending on who you're talking to. And the story goes like this, and it has a moral. It has a moral to the story. And we'll talk about that towards the end. I'd like to hear your take on it. And there was a loan shark, and the loan shark wanted to collect his large sum of money, hundreds of thousands, that this poor gardener owed the loan shark. Of course, the hundreds of thousands was upon interest, because he couldn't pay off the small little loan that he had initially. But the loan shark loaned him the money, knowing that he wouldn't be able to pay off the interest because he had a very, very vested interest in his beautiful daughter. Because the loan shark is not a pretty man, he's just a funny looking guy, not the most handsome of all the men around, not the healthiest. You know, he has his issues. But in his mind, his plot was to try to get the daughter of the gardener. And in this Italian town, he goes to the gardener and says, listen, it's time for me to collect. I'm not adding anything more. I don't want anything else. I need to collect my payment now, or you're going to have to pay some real sanctions and face some serious problems, even jail or something. So he was just tormenting the man. Yeah. He said, but I have a solution. Give me your daughter. If you give me your daughter for hand in marriage, I cancel the debt. And the man felt perplexed. He looked at him and he's like, what? He said, okay, here what I'll do. To make it fair, I would put 2 pebbles in this bag. We will shake the bag, and whatever pebble she pulls out, there'll be a result. So I'll put a black pebble, I'll put a white pebble. This black pebble means that if she chooses this, she marries me and the debt is clear. This white pebble, if she chooses this, the debt is clear, she don't have to marry me. Okay? Could you agree with that? The daughter, could you agree with that? The daughter said, okay. Now the daughter's paying attention, she's watching him, and she noticed that when he bent down to pick up the pebbles, that he picked up 2 black pebbles. And when he picked up these 2 black pebbles, he put it in the bag, unbeknownst to the gardener, of course. And he shakes the bag and he goes to the daughter. So the daughter had options. She could have tried to say, hey, you're cheating, and make her noise. She could have acted up. The daughter could have created a scene. She could have just ignored. She could have just paid the price and say, I know what, I'm going to sacrifice my father. But here's what's happened with this story. And this is where it gets very interesting. She said nothing. She reached in the bag, pulled out a pebble. And as she pulled out the pebble, she sneezed. And as she sneezed, she dropped the pebble amongst all the other pebbles that's on the floor. And, oh my goodness, forgive me, I'm so clumsy. So they're looking at her, what happened? You know, because it fell amongst everything. She said, I know the solution. Yeah. Whatever's remaining in the bag is obvious is the next color, because there was only 2. So whatever one is in the bag is the one that is the other one that I would have chosen. Yeah. So the loan shark pulls out the pebble, and of course it's a black pebble. Means that the debt is cleared, and she would have to marry him if she had chosen that pebble. Right. But she did not. loan shark, because he's feeling embarrassed, he don't want to say, "Oh my goodness, no, she lying." He can't, because he put the black pebbles in the bag. He can't expose himself. So the daughter was quick thinking on her feet to come up with that plan and that idea and that solution. So what is the moral of the story? That was a tough situation. And in life, we face tough situations. Many people think that they don't have no options because they don't choose to think it through. And the options that they view, they watch as options that's impossible to them, and sometimes they just don't think outside the box. I am saying to you, you may have had financial success in your life, I don't know. You may have many things worked out, everything planned out financially, and then some sort of devastation occurred. I don't know. You may have all the textbooks on finance. Maybe you're a good money guru. Maybe you have everything planned to what the retirement and the NIS and all these different things going to be, which we know the NIS is in jeopardy. All these things could happen.
Correct.
I don't know.
So true.
Here, what I do know, that this cryptocurrency and blockchain opportunity is a thinking opportunity outside the box. It is an opportunity outside of what you currently know and you're accustomed to. Do not be subjected to thinking one dimension because you don't want to come outside of that comfort zone or box you're in. All you know is paper money, so you want to stick with this paper money. That's not true. Oh, PayPal is digital. This is a digital. No, that's not true. If it's not blockchain, not crypto, it is not digital. So the end result that we want you guys to be a part of, that I want to be a part of, that we all need to be a part of, is a brighter, better world of communication when it comes to finance. It's high time that my money should be able to communicate with you easily, Sanisha. I should be sitting here in Bulgaria, and if I need to send you a payment just for the show, why I can't WhatsApp you the payment? Technically, meaning from my digital wallet to your digital wallet, just like I would WhatsApp you a text message.
Yeah.
That's where we have arrived now.
Yeah.
We have arrived where it's time for smart money. Why must we stick in a world of stupid money? Then why must I go and try to FedEx or Western Union or something the money? Why I can't text it and have smart money working from on my smart device?
Correct.
Friends, time is your time now. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Well said. You leave me speechless because it's the truth. The time is now, right now. Make that call, 744-5503, 744-5503. Call Sarah and make that change, make that choice to make things happen. Stay with us. We will return right after these important messages.
Show your dad love and appreciation with a Father's Day combo he's sure to love. This Father's Day combo is ideal for all dads, all ages. Just call 477-1471. We deliver.
Removal of black magic, curse, jealousy, evil eye, etc. Black magic is on the rise, is dangerous, and can destroy one's health and well-being. It can also kill. Do you ever feel as though you've been cursed? If so, you may have had some black magic done on you. It is one of the worst crimes someone can do against you, as it wreaks havoc on your mental state.
Modern townhouses for sale at Garden View Residences, gated development in Arouca. Brand new 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, modern kitchen, quartz countertops, marble top vanities, water heaters. For more information, call now 622-6601.
Welcome back to the program, Conversations with Zalisa. It's all about the one ecosystem. If you want to know, you want to understand, you want to comprehend, you want to empower yourself, about, well, really, what is the One Ecosystem? Then call Sarah at 7445503, 7445503. In conversation on the telephone line, Captain King James, he is in Sofia, Bulgaria, in Europe. Welcome back to the program, sir, and you are on fire as always.
Oh, man.
You're a live wire.
Oh, man. That's important, man. It's preparation. And that preparation is not, yesterday, or that's years of preparation, just preparing for this moment of time that I'm ready to explode on. And I feel that this opportunity is prepared for you, the listener, the viewer, wherever you are. This is the opportunity for you. You have been preparing your life for something new. This can be that something. You have been living, however you have been living and waiting for the opportunity to explode on. Come and explode with us. The explosion, the atmosphere, the environment, everything is ready for you to become explosive. And we can do it together. And that's just me. I'm just really feeling in a good vibes and energy. I mean, there have been moments this week, to be honest with you, and last week where I have not had the greatest of moods. And it happens. We are human. And like I told the network builder, the corporate networking guy just yesterday, I said, bro, I think sometimes I'm losing myself. I said, I'm getting too angry too fast. I said, I need to go and listen to some of my material, read a couple passages of some of my mentors, and just get into that zone and get into that vibes where I can feel good again, because positive things are being pumped into you. So when positive things are pumped into you, you can ooze out positive. Because sometimes you are so much around people that's complaining and have so much negative vibes that you yourself give up or become a complaining negative individual. So I had to just stop and take an internal look at me and say, let me do better. So that's how I'm able to feel a little better here today and be able to be sharing some of the information I'm sharing, giving some of the stories or the little feedback that I've been giving, because friends, has been a journey, and my journey is not finished. None of us are perfect, none of us are complete until we are called. But between that time that I am called and now, we have work to do. And I am going to be doing what I have to do. Are you willing to do what you have to do? Come on, join the One Ecosystem. The One Ecosystem is a living organism. It is a dynamic function of development where you can come and join like-minded individuals that's heading, preparing, and going somewhere. All we want to do is build a society, build a system that's an online country with an online currency that we can have where you can shop globally. You can leave from Trinidad, go to Barbados. Hopefully they're smart and they catch on, which I believe they are, and be able to shop with your one without having to exchange currency. Why not? This is the evolution and the excitement we are looking for, friends. I know we can have it. I know we can do it. I know it's going to get done. But it's each one that's teaching one that's going to bring one that is going to make it happen. That's how it works. It has to be a teaching session. You have to be willing to learn. And when you learn, you adapt, you teach, you apply, and you do again, and again. And that's the system that we're going to unfold at the event, a system of duplication, a system that is going to allow you to be able to come in, learn, practice, and be able to teach. That's it. That's what we want to do. Be able to learn, practice, and teach. Why not? Why not? Let's get excited about life, man. Every reason to get excited about life.
You have to be, you have to be. And something that you said during our conversation today that it really resonates with me, because funny enough, yesterday Master Eric said it to me, and he said, so it's the second time I'm hearing it in a matter of a couple hours, so it really resonates with me, and that is, there are different roads that you take to the same destination. And if you don't start, and you don't get in and ignite, and turn that key and make things happen, it will never happen. That's the fact at the end of the day. And that's why it's important for people. If you don't understand, if you still don't understand what is the One Ecosystem and how it can benefit you and your loved ones, then please call Sarah. Just make that call. Ask those questions. Start with, what is the One Ecosystem? It's as simple as that. 744-5503, 744-5503. And again, I want to give a little plug this morning to the Deal Shaker and what's been happening on the Deal Shaker here in Trinidad and Tobago. It's very active, it's very alive. Things are happening. People are, getting products and services via the Deal Shaker. That's very much alive, that it's affordable. So things are happening. I need to let you know that. It's not just stagnant. You could get products and services right now on the Deal Shaker. That's the beauty. So when there are doors of businesses that are closed, the Deal Shaker is very much alive and open for you to take advantage of all of those deals with regards to products and services that's happening right now. All right? So to find out more about that as well, and how you could get your business on the Deal Shaker and make things happen, and you don't have to close your doors and you don't have to look for a clientele because you already have a clientele there, then all enough reason, especially for those business people, to call Sarah at 744-5503. Find out how it could work for you and how it will work for you once you take the chance. 744-5503. Captain King James. Let's
Yes,
say
I'm here. Before I run away, a thought just came to me because you mentioned Deal Shaker and you mentioned it so much. Just yesterday, we were sitting down with the head of the third-party IT team, Mr. Vladislav.
Yeah.
And the main topic was the platform that he's currently working on, the Deal Shaker. What happens, he's going to show at the event, maybe for 30 minutes or thereabouts, different features that's going to be released upon the new platform, because we are long overdue for a new platform. So it's coming to come. Okay. Whether it comes in January or it comes in December, it's going to happen very, very soon. This year or the very beginning of next year, guarantee. It's a done deal. And the features of this platform has me excited. There's going to be a new added bonus that I cannot disclose the information just as yet, but it's coming to come. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, we are living in exciting times. And how could you not join this sort of opportunity? Don't miss out on being a part of evolution. This is change, evolving, not stagnant, like how you're feeling right now that the COVID has the world. No. The COVID don't have the world stagnant. What the COVID came to do is probably shake you up, probably bring you to a realization that something in your life needed to desperately change, something in your life needed to desperately happen, and because you were not looking all along, because you were ignoring, because you maybe have been cocky, because you may have been too educated, because you may have just been you. Now you are totally exposed to different changes that you have no choice, because it has been forced upon you, from the state of emergency to wearing of a face mask to whatever it is. You have been forced to be a different human. Who thought that you could walk into the bank with a face mask on? But look, that's what we're doing right now. The point I'm making is that change happened and you had to adapt. Don't think the same cannot be done with your finance. As we're currently seeing, they're pulling all the old $5 and $1 notes off of the shelf. And they're telling you that these notes that they're pulling, you need to get the new ones. I don't have the time to touch on that scam, but that's a whole other topic for another day. The point that I'm making to you is change is here. Take a hold of it, take a look at it, and jump into it. And that change is for you to participate in the understanding of what is cryptocurrency, what is blockchain technology, and how the one ecosystem is going to allow me to leave a legacy for my family. That is the change that you need to be a part of, changing your legacy. And one ecosystem is here to do that for you and add more to your life. So Alicia, I want to thank you for your time. I appreciate you highly. This is what time it is now, 6 in the evening.
Yeah.
I think I will go and have some lunch. Because we have just been in the office at it today. Thank you so much, my dear.
Before you leave, I know that you've had a long day and you have very long hours, but I also want to let you know on behalf of all of us here in Trinidad and Tobago and the One Ecosystem, you are the captain. We are sincerely grateful for your contribution, the hard work that you're putting, the hours that you're putting in, the hard work, the sacrifices you continue to make. I mean, this weekend is Father's Day weekend here in Trinidad and Tobago. And I want to take the opportunity to extend, greetings to you. I know you're a phenomenal father to your children. And every decision that you make that in thought of your children and their future. And I just want to let you know, the person that I have known and grown to learn, to grow with and respect and admire is certainly a hardworking and kind, courteous, loving, gentle soul. And I want to wish you only God's choicest blessings and continued success is what you do, because you really are an amazing and remarkable person. Please know that, all right?
Thank you so much. I feel so special. I appreciate it highly. And definitely look forward to working closely with you, my dear. And I look forward to being back home. But right now I'm on the mission to make some things happen for us all. And we're going to do it together.
I know you've been working hard you're making the sacrifice for all of us. I mean, just being away from your wife and children is a great sacrifice for this length of time.
Yes, especially the wife, but that's the next topic.
Oh, isn't Patricia darling? You really made the right decision, huh? So let me wish you all the best. You have a nice, healthy meal. Think of your beautiful wife and children and know that you're special to all of us, all right? So all the best to you. God's blessings.
All right.
Take care, sir.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Blessings.
Bye-bye. So, my friends, I want to remind you, in conversation there with Captain King James, FinTech Consultant, it's all about the one ecosystem. Please make that call. And, of course, you can call Sarah at 744-5503, 744-5503. The beauty is, once you ask the question, she will know exactly, whom she can, one of the reps that will talk to you, will meet with you, and, have all those questions that you have, in your head. What is this? What is this? What can I do? That, will sit with you one-on-one and answer all of those questions. You'll have the answers that you're seeking, all right? Ask and you shall receive. Stay with us. When we return, we're going to be in conversation with life coach. He's a gentleman that is very close to me. I have a great respect for him and admiration. He's been able to help me as a person to develop and to grow and to let go and things like that. And he's going to be talking to us about anxiety. I'm speaking of no other than Robin Kissoon. Stay with us. He'll be joining us right after these messages.
Show your dad love and appreciation with a Father's Day combo he's sure to love. This Father's Day combo is ideal for all dads, all ages. Just call 477-1471. We deliver.
Do you know? What am I speaking about? Do you know what is cryptocurrency? Do you know what is blockchain technology? Are you aware of what we currently face on a regular basis with quantitative easing, fractional reserve lending? Do you know? I am inviting you to come out of the financial darkness and into financial light. The only way for us to achieve that is with education. And one particular type of education is what I'm speaking about. I'm asking you to join the One Academy. It is a financial revolution of teaching regarding introduction to finance, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, helping you understand the world of money and what is money. What is money? Money is simple. It is what we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. If you want full comprehension, join the One Academy.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
This Discover the unique, amazing, and beautifying benefits of the Dead Sea with Foof Dead Sea products. Let the pure and potent power of the Dead Sea bring out your natural beauty. The Foof line of products are composed of over 26 different essential minerals for glowing, healthy skin found in the highest concentration in the waters of the Dead Sea. Used all over the world, Foof Caribbean Dead Sea products are safe for all skin types. Foof Caribbean Dead Sea products are available throughout Trinidad and Tobago. For more information, visit www.foofcaribbean.com or find us on Facebook at Trinidad Foof.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zalisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. On the telephone line with us for this interview this morning would be a gentleman, like we've had him on the program, and of course, many people have been asking for him, and I think, with all of the issues that we're facing now in terms of anxiety, I thought this was the person that I need to speak with and to get him back on the program. Let me say good morning and a very warm welcome to Mr. Robin Kisoon. Good morning to you, sir.
Hi, good morning, Zalisa. Good morning to all our viewers.
So for the benefit of our viewers, I just want to let you all know that Mr. Robin Kisoon is a life coach. He's also the Managing Director of Lifestyle Transformation Center. He's a senior lecturer there. He specializes in regression therapy and counseling sessions. And this gentleman has also been very instrumental in my life. When I would have faced many hurdles and many difficulties and challenges, he would have been able to sit with me and guide me. And, and there are no regrets whatsoever. He has now become a very dear friend to me and whom I respect and admire. So to you, Mr. Kisoon, I want to first thank you from the very beginning for taking the time. I know you're extremely busy, but I'm happy that you took the time to be here with us and spend that time allocated for us this morning.
Sure. Looking forward.
Mr. Kisoon, I have been getting a lot of calls on my phone, personal calls from my viewers, and a lot of them are people who are experiencing anxiety. And so I would like you to address this and to talk to us about anxiety. But first, perhaps you could give us, because people describe anxiety as different things. Could you give us your definition of what is anxiety?
Okay, so from what I have learned doing energy healing and energy medicine is that anxiety is a condition that arises because of our what we would call or term our unsettled mind. So what happens, our mind moves from us being here in this present moment and starts creating scenarios in the future. So what happens is that the future is just open. It's a wide open field of possibilities, and the future can be anything at all. But because we are in a situation, and a good example is what we are going through right now with the pandemic and the lockdown and the state of emergency and curfew and everything else that is happening, no jobs, etc., right? Now people, rather than keeping the field open to possibilities that many things can happen, right, they are now locking down to something very finite. So I don't have a job, I have rent to pay, I have bills to pay, I have the children to take care of, I have to buy food, and then everything starts adding up. And here it is, you as an individual is locked inside of a house, most people, without the resources that you need for you to stay comfortable or safe, and then you start worrying about what will happen. Right. And this is where anxiety starts kicking in, because now there's no longer hope, there's no longer the feeling that I can trust what is happening around me and hold strong to the belief that everything is okay or everything will be okay. So we start sliding out of this nice place that we are in, all positive, all hopeful, looking forward to good things coming in the future, and start sliding backwards, as we may say, going into fear, and then going into even more and more fear.
Yeah.
And because anxiety is fear-based, we now attract anxiety as one of the conditions that we experience in our fear-based reality. So anxiety is really worrying about the future.
Yeah.
And the more you worry about the future, you start creating, as we say, mental movies, right? Think about that.
Yeah.
You start creating scenarios in your head, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And those mental movies now start to play out, and the more you think about it, and the more you see no resolution, nothing good for you in the future, it starts to become real for you in the present moment.
Okay.
So understand, you have just taken the future, which is a possibility. You have locked it into something very finite, and now you have pulled it forward into the present moment, and now that becomes your truth. But that truth is not real. That truth is imaginary, right? That's why I said it's a condition that's based in the mind.
Yes.
But because the body follows the mind, what happens is immediately as we start experiencing these conditions in the mind, the fear-based reality, and we start seeing no hope or that I can't pay my bills or whatever it is, we immediately start experiencing that anxiety. So the body follows the mind. But here's what, that anxiety doesn't stop there, because what happens is that as we start feeling it, we become aware of it. And the more aware of how we are feeling is the more attention and energy we give to this condition. So because now it's real, it's no longer the future. It's the present moment, right here, right now. I am feeling, I am now experiencing this anxiety. And because I'm experiencing it now, what I do is I pay attention to it. I give it my attention. And as I give it more attention, what happens? I start experiencing not just anxiety, but now I start getting what we call panic attacks. And
So
then
it's
we
like,
say, oh my God.
So what you're actually saying to us is that we have the power within ourselves to change it, and don't allow it to blossom or bring it to reality. Nip it in the bud, as you say, by simply changing your thoughts.
Yes, exactly so. It starts one with the thoughts. The second thing is that our thoughts drive our emotions, because once we start with the thoughts, when we start thinking that there's no hope, things are going really bad, I do not have money, I don't have food, I cannot pay the rent or the bills, then the emotions that come in is not the emotion of love anymore, but the emotion of fear. So you have the thoughts, you have the emotion of fear coupled with that, and then the last thing is the belief. You now create a belief system that's locked into the emotion of fear with the thoughts that you are carrying that is negative, as we say, or fear-based.
Right.
And hence the reason why we are trapped in the anxiety. And Zalisa, look around you. Many people all around us are trapped in anxiety and panic attacks right now.
Yes, I'm getting calls all the time about, people worries and their anxiety and, their concerns, and they're breaking down, and all these mental issues that are happening. And, and like you say, by us allowing that to get the better of us, it takes control, and that's when it can actually take birth and happen. But I like the fact that if you say, straight away, we need to nip it in the bud and say, hey, you see this? I need to get it out of my mind, start to have some positive thoughts, think about better scenarios, think about solutions rather than the problems. We could get out of it and be in control of it. But Mr. Kissoon, you and I both know that we have 5 fingers, not the same. And not all of us have the capability to be strong enough. It's like a broken marriage, or you're having a problem in a relationship, and there are people who it's easy for them to pick up and say, well, out with the old and in with the new. I ain't taking this, I closing that door, I closing that chapter, and I'm moving on. But then there are other people, Mr. Kisoon, who will hold on and linger in hope and praying and begging for the person to stay with them. And, you know, you follow what I'm saying? We deal with things in different ways. We cope with things in different ways. And that's where you have people like yourself, who are life coaches, who can help us to get back on track, to deal, to cope, to have some clarity, to clear our thoughts. And so that we know, because when your thoughts are clear and when you have some sort of clarity, that's only when you can move forward. That's only when you can have growth and success, you know?
Yes, exactly. But one of our problems is simply this. Because we now start experiencing the anxiety and panic attacks, right? What we do is now we might reach out for help. And here's where it gets really nice, and I'm using the word nice for want of a better word, right? So I am in this place, I'm feeling this anxiety and panic attack, and I call Zelisa and I say, hey Zelisa, I can't understand what's going on with me, and I start describing what I'm going through, right?
Yeah.
And then you know, rather than being positive now and maybe trying to help me shift, you now take the position, oh my God, what is going on with you? You really need to check that, you know, because, you know, you can't wait. And then you start now injecting more fear into my already fear-based reality. And here's what is happening now. Fear is now adding to more fear. And what we have here is that it is growing, it is expanding, and the condition that we call anxiety is now becoming more successful, if you wanted that. Anxiety is winning. And this is what is happening to us. Now, some people might say, okay, you need to go visit the doctor, or you go and visit
I needed to hold that thought and that point, because we've got to take a quick break, and we'll return right after these, and we'll continue our conversation with Robin Kisoon, life coach. Stay with us, my friends. We'll return right after these important messages.
Show your dad love and appreciation with a Father's Day combo he's sure to love. This Father's Day combo is ideal for all dads, all ages. Just call 477-1471. We deliver.
Find the pathways that are predestined for you with Master Eric. See the world through a different lens and discover the immense potential within yourself. The time to take charge of your own destiny is now. Are you ready to begin your journey to spiritual freedom? Contact us at 354-4459.
Relaxing therapeutic day spa, massage, heal and restore. Therapeutic treatments by Nandi, trained certified occupational massage therapist for lymphatic drainage, cupping therapy, back vacuum therapy, legs and hips vacuum therapy, vacuum cupping therapy. You can also get diagnostic analysis of the body and know your health status. Call now for an appointment, 320-7256, 323-2060.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and of course answer those unanswered questions. You're probably wondering when this has happened. Stay with us and you'll know. In conversation right now via the telephone line is no other than life coach Mr. Robin Kisoon. He's not just a remarkable person, but he's a dear friend of mine whom I have a great and high regard for. He's been very instrumental and helpful to help me get back on track in many of the challenges that I would have faced in my life, and I'm really proud to say that. I'm sure he can guide and assist many of you. He is, of course, the Managing Director of Lifestyle Transformation Center. He's a senior lecturer there. He does regression therapy and counseling sessions as well. And one of the things that I didn't say about you, Robin, is that you're also a community activist. You do a lot of community work as well. So today today we are talking about anxiety. And you gave a beautiful introduction with regards to explaining, so people could now resonate and relate to, yes, this is what I'm facing, and this is what, so then I'm not having mental issues or not going crazy. This is actually anxiety that I'm facing. But the beauty is you can fix it. You could work with it simply by the power of yourself and the choices that you make. And when I say choices that you make, the choices that you put in your brain. So if you eliminate that, and start looking at solutions and start looking at positive things that will not influence you. Or one of the things that you said just before is that the people that we choose to tell, because the people that you choose to tell could make it better or could make it worse.
Right. So you have to be very selective about who you discuss these things with. Okay? A lot of people right now is holding the condition, and I'll come back to where I was going for medical help, right? Please. But a lot of people is holding the condition that COVID is bad, and that COVID is shutting down the country, and COVID come to clean up the world and its destruction and all these things, right?
Yeah. And my little daughter, let me tell you something, how this whole thing has impacted even on children. My little daughter says to me, Mommy, I hate COVID. And I said, well, Mel, why do you hate COVID? She said, because, Mommy, COVID is killing people. People are dying. And I'm saying, this is my child, and she knows the severity of COVID.
Right. So what we have done is to give COVID a name. We have branded it as evil. We have branded it as a killer. We have branded it as all these strong negative words. What we don't understand is we are now creating COVID as we brand it. Okay? So what I have done and what I tell people all the time, move away from branding it as negative, as something that is evil or something that is going to wipe out the population, whatever it is, and simply say COVID is neutral. Neutral means that it is not good, it is not bad. It is not right, it is not wrong. It is not a win situation or a losing situation. There's no judgment. It simply is. So COVID is COVID. Okay?
Right.
Once you take that position that COVID is just COVID and it's neutral, then you start, your body starts going into no fear, right? Because it's not fear now, right? It starts relaxing into this neutral position where your body and mind becomes neutral about COVID. And since you are now neutral and COVID is neutral, what effect will COVID have on you? Neutral, right?
Well, I'd like you to allow me to share a personal story with you that just happened a couple of weeks ago, and it's the first time that I'm actually talking about it, and I think it's important that I talk about it because we are talking about COVID. A couple weeks ago, we lost a very good family friend to COVID. My sister's uncle-in-law died of COVID, all right? They took him in on the Friday, and by the Saturday morning, he was dead.
Right.
It was my sister and her husband who took him to the hospital, all right?
Right.
And a couple days after, my sister hid it from us that she was not feeling well. However, she was rushed to the hospital, and we found out that she was tested positive for COVID. So we all, now we can't see each other, we can't get there, we can't go to the hospital. So we were on a call with my two brothers, my mom, I think it was my mother, my two brothers and I. So it was a four-way call. And to discuss what had happened to her and that she was positive. And let me tell you something. Immediately, the whole situation got the better of me and I broke down. And I started to say, oh God, no, and I couldn't console. I mean, I was just like out of it. And my brother Neil immediately said to me, Lisa, very sternly, snap out of this right now. Twinkle is going to be fine. I do not want you to take it out of your mind. She's going to be fine. And I'm saying, well, Neil, you know, she was the one that took him to the hospital, and now she, you know, I just start, honestly, like that other scenarios that you were talking about, I found myself in that scenario because I allowed the situation to get the better of me. I couldn't help myself, and I got angry. I was upset.
And once you do that,
right, but listen to what happened. My brother immediately said to me, we're on a telephone call, snap out, she's going to be fine. Now, she was at Mount Hope and then she went to Arima. But I also need to let everybody know that she's home, she's doing better, she's recuperating, and she's getting back better every day. So, but I wanted to share that with you because that's the scenario a lot of people find themselves in. We get scared. Because we know people dying, we know what's happening to people. And so we allow the situation to get the better of us rather than to be composed and say, hey, she or he will be fine.
Right.
And that's why I just wanted to share that.
Yes, and because we take that position too, we put more fear in them. But if we were now to be very positive and start saying, hey, you know what, COVID is neutral, and I give the word neutral so people can understand this, they can appreciate what I am speaking about, and they can do it. If you have your car in neutral, Lisa, it is not going forward or backward. It's not going sideways or anywhere. It's just there. It's neutral. It has no effect on anything, right? If COVID is neutral and you hold that condition that it is neutral and your body is also neutral to COVID, then nothing is going to happen. It's just going to be, you know, that COVID is there. And like some people experience it, they have it. It do not do anything horrible to them. They might be a carrier for a little bit and then they get okay, right?
Right.
So,
but if you treat it, the fact is if you take action and treat it aggressively and do what you're told to do and do what you're supposed to do, the possibility exists. Yes, you have to tell yourself you can and you will get out of it, and that's exactly what happened.
Right. So if you, the simple thing here is again, once your mind starts following the fear, it starts creating that COVID, that condition that COVID will kill you. And then you start believing that it is here to kill you. And what starts happening that I said, body follows mind. Your body starts feeling all of the funny feeling that is associated with it, right? So again, you are creating all of these conditions and you are experiencing it real time.
Right.
Okay, so what I'm saying, fear is not the solution for COVID and for the anxiety. You have to come out of fear. The easiest way to come out of fear is to go into less fear, and then even less fear, and then you start going more and more neutral. So you're not in fear, you're not in love, you are now coming to a neutral place. Okay? Once you're in that neutral place, you can now make a new choice.
Right.
You can now say, yes, I am now going to stay in this place of being excited, being happy, feeling blessed, feeling protected, whatever it is that is now love-based rather than fear-based reality.
Yeah.
Okay? And by switching, what happens is that your body, your immune system now changes, right? Remember, fear weakens your immune system.
Yes.
And that is what you go through that fear and you become weaker and weaker, and this is why the anxiety comes in.
Yeah.
This is why COVID it's easy for you to attract the COVID, get contaminated, and then probably die from it too. Okay?
And that, you know,
But notice something.
that is speaking in volumes, what you said there. It echoes in terms of across the board. You know, if you live in fear, or you have that fearful thought in your mind that I will get COVID, the possibility exists you will. But if you do everything, you know, you sanitize, you wear your mask, you respect social distancing, you build up your immune
And just be
system,
happy.
and you build up your immune system, you could live life very comfortable without getting COVID.
Listen, what is stopping you from singing, dancing, right? Doing some fun stuff around, let's say in your own house.
Yeah.
What's stopping you from going out there, interacting with the plants, or even if you never had plans, for choosing for the next 3 months we might be locked down,
Yeah.
let me plant something.
Yes,
Right?
you're correct. We've got to wrap things up. It's unfortunate. I mean, we have to have our length of time because you've got so much to share and we've got so much to talk about, so that we could continue to reach out to our viewers. I really want to thank you kindly for taking time. I trust and hope we'll have you perhaps come in live really soon on the program. I'm going to make all the necessary arrangements to make sure that you could come in, or, you know, we could do it via the phone. It's working well. But I know people like to interact as well. So I want to wish you the very best. Robin, let me also take the opportunity to wish you, I know you are a father of two very successful young men. And so I want to wish you a happy Father's Day with all of God's choices, blessings and guidance. And continue to be the beacon of light that you are and the inspiration that you are, and you'll be joining us really soon again on Conversations. All the best to you, Robin.
Sure.
Take care. So I also want to share with all of our viewers, if you need to get a hold of Robin, you can call him at 720-7090. That's 720-7090. 720-7090. That's Robin's contact number. You can always call me as well, and I'll be happy to share his number because he really was very helpful to me. So, in case you're wondering what this is all about and the show is going on a little longer, I want to thank our general manager. I also want to thank Kelmore for his intervention into getting us some extra time so we can recognize and understand the importance of fathers. I've got 2 giveaways to give away, and you can call me right now at 3847142. Mr. Director, can you get that number up for me, please? Thank you so much. And I want to say thanks to Alex. I'm openly. Alex is a darling. He is very much part of this show. He's responsible for, you know, helping get this program out the way to you. And, you know, I couldn't do it without you, Alex. So I want to thank you. And I also want to say to you, Alex, to your dad as well, happy Father's Day, all right? So, my friends, this is our giveaway time. You can call me if you want to win one of these for your father. Then the telephone line already lighting up as we go. And so before I take the call, I want to remind you what would this in these hampers. It's a bottle of non-alcoholic wine, and not encouraging anything. 2 wine flutes, 2 custom-made cloth masks with mini hand sanitizers, and you get a bottle of cologne, or you have a pizza voucher. It's totally up to you. And if you would like to get one of these hampers to purchase, to get free delivery service anywhere in Trinidad, you can call 477-1471. 477-1471, and there's a gorgeous lady, Natasha, would be willing to make the necessary arrangements. So call Natasha at 477-1471. Let's go straight to our telephone line. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, I'm calling for the giveaway.
You're calling for the giveaway. Who are you going to give it to?
My father.
Your father. Okay, what's your good name?
What's my name?
What's your name, darling? Yes.
My name is Evelyn Barron.
Evelyn? Barrath. Okay. And Evelyn, where are you calling me from? What part of Trinidad?
Santa Cruz.
Oh, well, you know, I'm a Santa Cruz girl originally.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Santa Cruz girl. Lived in the valley for many, many years. My parents are still living there, and it's I think it's a slice of heaven, Santa Cruz, you know. Fresh air. So tell me something. What is the greatest lesson your father taught you in life?
Always be positive. Don't be a follower, and be a leader in whatever you choose to do.
I think that's nice. This is your opportunity to send Father's Day greetings to your father. What do you say to him?
Happy Father's Day, Dad, and do enjoy the rest of the day.
Very nice. So what are your plans for the weekend since we are on lockdown?
Well, they are totally locked down, you know how it
I
is.
know, darling. Well, Evelyn, I want to thank you, first of all, for looking at the show. And, you know...
I always look at the show. I love Lisa.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. I'm humbled. But, you know, it's about informing and educating, and it's nice to know that you enjoy looking at the show. I want to wish you the very best. Please be safe, be blessed, and happy Father's Day to your father. What's your father's name?
Mahadev Bharat.
Mr. Mahadev Bharat, happy Father's Day to you, sir, coming from all of us here at Conversations with Salisa. Evelyn, you're a winner, and of course, we will make arrangements with you to collect, I'm getting your number right now, to collect this, only thing, your dad will have to collect it next week because you could collect it on Monday. I'll make necessary arrangements with you to come collect it on Monday. Okay, love?
All right.
Thank you. Enjoy your weekend. Be good. And thanks again.
Okay.
Bye-bye. So, I've got one more to give away. Congratulations to Evelyn Barrett of Santa Cruz. Darling, you're a winner. And, of course, many, many regards to your dad. All right? Good morning and welcome. Hello. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, darling. Where are you calling me from?
Good morning.
Good morning. Where are you calling me from?
I'm calling for the giveaway.
Okay, but what area are you calling me from?
I'm calling from Claxton Bay.
Ooh, how's the weather in Claxton Bay today? How's the weather? Are you there? Hello?
It's good.
Okay, what's your name?
It's good.
Okay, what's your name? You need to listen on the phone, darling.
My name is Vinaya Rampasad.
What is it? Vinaya Rampasad?
Vinaya Rampasad.
Okay, how old are you? How old are you, Vinaya?
I am 15 years old.
So how are you enjoying the lockdown? How are you enjoying the lockdown?
It's going good.
It's going good. You're enjoying being home with no school? Well, physical school, that is.
Yes.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay. I want you to tell me something that's special about your dad, that sets your dad apart from other fathers. What makes your father so special? Hello?
He is very unique. He loves us very special. I don't know.
You're getting a little emotional.
And he gives us the love and affection we need and supports us in every way he can.
Very nice. So I'll have to call you after the program and make arrangements for you to come on Monday to collect one of these hampers for your dear dad, all right? Go ahead and wish your dad a happy Father's Day, darling.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Do you look at the show now that you're home? I think you're listening to the TV and not your phone.
Yes, I look at it with my grandmother.
Oh, hi, Grandma. Hi, Mama. So thank you, darling. God bless you. Have a great weekend and happy Father's Day to your dad. And I'll be calling you after the program to make necessary arrangements of what time you can pick up your hamper on Monday. Okay, love? Thank you. Bye. So there you go. We've got two winners, and congratulations going out to Evelyn Barath and Vinaya Rampasad of Claxton Bay. Evelyn is from Santa Cruz. Thanks for looking at the show as well, and congratulations. Remember, if you would like to order these to have delivered to your loved ones, it's simply brilliant. Call Natasha at 7477147. 14771471.
Sure, you.
This is where we've got to wrap things up for the program today, and I want to remind you that we've got repeats of the program today at 3 o'clock and at 4 a.m. in the morning right here on Synergy TV. I'd like to take the opportunity to first wish my father, my king. He is the pride and joy of my life. He is my hero. I couldn't imagine my life without him. He is a strength in every way. He is my God here on earth. And I would like to wish my father a happy, happy Father's Day with all of God's choicest blessings. And Daddy, I just want you to know that you are one of the most amazing persons in my life. You are a pillar of strength. The sacrifices that you would have made over the years to make my life and my siblings, our lives better and smooth. You're just a joy. We love you, we adore you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for being the most amazing and remarkable father there is. I also would like to extend greetings to my husband Bharat on behalf of Malika, wishing you a wonderful, happy Father's Day. And as I always say to you, every day is special for us with you, Bharat. Malika is the greatest gift and joy in our lives, the best gift that we could both have gotten from God. And I just want to thank you for being an amazing, wonderful, great father, wonderful provider and support. And thank you, Bharat, for just being the person that you are in our lives. May God bless you and give you happiness, peace, love, and health. So my friends, happy, happy Father's Day from all of us here at Synergy TV, wishing all fathers out there the best and thanking you for your love and appreciation. Appreciation to all fathers, grandfathers, and those who stand as fathers as well, like my brothers Neil and Michael. I also want to say thanks for being great role models for Malika. She loves you both and adore you both very, very much. Thank you for standing up with her at all times and loving her unconditionally. So this is where we've got to end things off. Remember, we've got the repeats. We're also on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. Conversations with Zalisa T&T. My friends, please make the best of every situation. Be the solution and not the problem. Wear your mask, sanitize, respect social distancing, do what you've got to do, all right? Please be kind, be courteous, be good, be loving, keep smiling, be positive, and know the best is yet to come. Here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. I am Zalisa Budusing Rupani. Thank you so much for choosing us. Be safe.